Hi there, Finley. How you doing? Everything okay? Hello, everybody in chat. Good. Hope your day has been good to you. Just getting ready to launch. Hey, Brooks. Good to see you tonight. Yeah, I felt like that as well. Hopefully all the settings are okay. Let me know if you can kind of see the start screen. It's definitely there's with the bad weather, the pressure. It's been very bad. Cool. Well, we are going to dip straight into a new game of this. We have done a number of playthroughs already, so we'll be looking to do a little bit more of an instructive one. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think that that is a better camera angle? Can you see more of me, less of me? Let us see what we're going to do tonight. I think for our playthrough we're going to do, we'll do Merle again. We'll call her Merla, because we'll go female, because why not? Okay, look at that, very nice. We'll go to the character sheet as well. So, not overly physical. We'll do that. What are we going to have? We want research, really, and skills. I'm going to go heavily into research. Persuasion is quite good, so we'll. Can I do one physical, which I think we'll do for lockpicking and sneaking. Talents here. Go for seduction as well. Okay. It's going to be Tremere again, but I'm looking to try and do a run through Brooks for people. So we've hit research heavily, so we can kind of learn things from the books. Then hopefully everything will come. We'll go for domination as well, and see what we're doing. Added to that, we have intimidate, persuasion, and seduction quite high. Sneaking is always good, and we'll look to max that out as best as we can later, because it's always useful as well. So I think we are good to go with this. We will accept this, and we will do the opening sequences. For those of you who have not seen this before, Bloodlines 1, Vampire the Masquerade, you play a vampire. Very atmospheric. I think we discovered it's about 17 years old.
I want to show you something.
So this is pretty much a run through of it with the things that we've learned. We've done about 5 run throughs now. The cutscenes are very, very good. The more times you play it, the more times you kind of notice various different things. We do know the game quite well now. So Tremeres are the magic users of Vampire the Masquerade.
Good evening.
I hope to put this up on my YouTube channel as well.
My apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As Prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as up to tonight I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence.
Now that is one hell of a big sword. So it's quite interesting. If you've not played this game before, you kind of see many of the characters that you'll be meeting during the game in this cutscene, and the location as well.
They must obey. Therefore, I have decided that
this is bullshit!
So this playthrough will contain quite a lot of spoilers. So if you want to play the game without knowing things, then I don't like saying turn off now, because I want you to be viewing, but turn off now. I don't want to spoil your enjoyment of it. Of course, we are waiting on the much anticipated Bloodlines 2, which is coming out soon. Yeah, absolutely, come back later. And if you get stuck on the game, then you can always look at these. We're playing about an hour and a half every Tuesday night. So the next few chapters you'll get to episodes, you'll get a kind of look at what you can and can't do. Looking at doing many of the side quests as well.
You see, there is a strict code of conduct that all of us must adhere to if we wish to survive. When anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity, but the opportunity to transcend the fate woven by your sire. This is your
surprising how many people in our community has re-picked this up since we started playing it.
He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
Good evening. So we are going to do the tutorial as well. A couple of reasons. One, you get to see it. And secondly, we do pick up a few items and a few items and some experience as well. So it just depends how desperate you are. We're on the streets, but this individual here is going to talk to us. There we go.
What a scene,
Jack.
Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods. How about that? Look, kiddo, it's probably a lot for you to take in, so why don't you let me show you the ropes? What do you say?
Okay, so who are you?
I'm Jack. What's important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa Monica with your hide and we'll trade life stories, okay? Till then, I got about this much time. You in or out?
Okay, I could use the help.
Right. Why don't we step out back here?
Yeah, let's get away from this horrible place. So, you talk to him.
This is much better. Now, we ain't got much time, but I figure somebody should fill you in on the bare bones stuff at least, you know. Could save your hide. You look wobbly. You even had a drink yet?
Drink of what?
Oh man, we're popping a cherry here. You're gonna love this. Alright, check it out. Blood, it's your new rack of lamb, your new champagne, blood, your new fucking heroin, kid. Get ready though, cause hey, it's never as sweet as the first time. Well, down around the corner there, I saw this human. Poor SOB can't find his car.
So what do I do?
You go down there, casual like. You creep up on him, then bare those little fangs and feed. Don't worry if you weren't captain of the wrestling team or something, because it'll come so naturally you think you've done it 1,000 times already.
The voice acting in this is really good. Won't you become a vampire then?
Forget that comic book crap, kid. It don't work that way. Now go for it. Be sure though, and this is important, so listen up. Be sure not to drain them dry, okay? It might be hard to resist, but don't kill them.
Okay. Alright. So, left kick. We will need to move down here. And, oh, there is someone there. There you go. So we need to press the F button. So we move forward, get close, and F. You have to make sure that you don't feed them dry though, so that will be enough. Then they go into some kind of stupor, so you can get away with it provided you're not witnessed by anybody else. Go back and see Jack.
Yeah. Hell yeah, you're feeling it. I can see it in your eyes. You're a born-again predator. Feeling that blood bubbling inside you, lifting you up. That's it, kid. That's what it's all about right there.
Great. Where do I get my cape?
Alright now, you got the blood, you're feeling all kick-ass, feeling better than your best day living, but wait, it gets better. All kindred, that's our word for vampire. All kindred have a few things in common. Things that set them right square above humans on the food chain.
Yeah, like what?
Like sharper senses, a body that can take a beating, and if you play your cards right, eternal life. That's no sure bet, but still a chance at immortality's not a bad deal. And that's just for starters. Fringe benefits for joining the club.
So I'm going to live
You
forever.
can still be destroyed, but forget the books and the movies. Garlic, it's worthless. A cross, shove it right up their ass. A stake, only if it catches you in the heart, and then it just paralyzes you. Running water, that's no problem. I bathe. Occasionally. Now, a shotgun blast to the head. Oh, that's trouble, boy. Fire, that's real trouble. Sunlight, well, you catch a sunrise and it's all over, kiddo. Get it?
Okay, got it.
Okay, now.
Uh-oh.
The fuck is this? Hold up. You get inside here and head upstairs. Meet up in a minute. I'm just gonna see what the ruckus is.
Okay. So, we move to the door and we just that allows us to enter. Oh. And then we need to jump. We want to get up here, and you can kind of see that we can see something up there. Well, I'm not the best at sort of jumping, but we'll try our best. Oh, and we have noticed something there. What on earth is it? It is a lockpick. Really important that you get lockpicks early game, due to the fact that there are certainly early levels that you're going to need them. So if you don't do the tutorial, remember to go to the pawn shop and pick up a pair of lockpicks.
Christ, I was hoping to spare you this shit till later. The Sabbat. Well, they're mostly mindless, bloodthirsty assholes. That's all you need to know for now, alright?
So what's up?
Sabbat got wind of the gathering here, so they figured they'd raise a little hell and put a little heat on the new prince. No time for political rundown. Job one, get out of here alive. Sabbat might be mindless, but they hit like a Mack truck, like raging savages. Nothing a fledgling like you wants to mess with.
What am I supposed to do?
Back away.
Okay. Yeah. They are indeed lockpicks, Finley are free in the tutorial. Which is one of the reasons. I mean, you can pick them up relatively inexpensive from the pawn shop, but my main point is that you actually do need them early game, and if you don't have them, you can trap yourself in a building.
Bastards. All right, we gotta vamoose out the back quick. I'll stay.
It is different, Finley, as we'll see in a minute. It will explain your clan. So I'm on it. So we move further down here, from here. Quite a few doors that are just scenes you can't get through, but the ones that you can. Now we've managed to pick up the lockpick, so all is good. So we can do this, and hopefully it shouldn't be a problem. There we go, especially as this is the tutorial. Once it's unlocked, it goes green and you can open the door. And we are here. He's going to explain some other things to us now.
Shortcut. Well, nicely done, though. Not exactly an angel in life, were you?
I know how to handle myself.
Now, if you want a lesson on how really not to act, take notes from those Sabbat assholes. You're a big bad vampire. Yeah, great, congrats. Now keep it to yourself. You go roar and you beat your chest, and that's what you can expect.
Wait, I've got that list of people.
It's the same reason you don't let humans see you feeding. It's why the wolf doesn't want the sheep to know he's there. It's also why you don't go juggling dumpsters or outrun the 815 from Sacramento, and it's why you didn't know any of this when you woke up this morning. Keep our secrets.
It's very good storytelling. You have to really appreciate the dialogue in it.
Fuck ups ain't tolerated. Makes sense enough, right? Well, it ain't a casual thing for a fledgling like you.
What do you mean? What could happen?
Party back there with the guy in the suit and the Magilla gorilla? The assholes that put your sire to death? That's the Camarilla. They make a tidy business out of enforcing vampire laws like this one. Yeah, I'll tell you what I think some other time, maybe. I like to let people form their own opinions.
Alright, so what's
Alright,
next?
now don't worry, because I know the area a little, and you know what? I'm glad we're in this situation, you and I. It illustrates a point. You gotta utilize your surroundings. You do what you gotta do. Theft, destruction of property, breaking and entering. These will be the least of your sins before the night's out. So look around here. We gotta get out the back there through that magnetically sealed door. There must be a key someplace.
I'll find it. So, we have a note on here. Let us read it. What does it say? Password is chop shop. So we go to the computer and it wants a password. Oops, need to read what it says. So we go to safe first and then we put chop shop in. Okay, and we want to unlock. Okay, safe door is unlocked. I want to get out. So we can just double, oops, when you approach. There's no containers there, but there is the safe. And we want to take the key.
There
Exit.
we go. Now take that key card and head out the back. I'll meet you out in the alley there. I'm gonna check out things from topside.
Okay, so I've kind of looked around here before. There's nothing. Oh, you can move things about, but there's nothing of any kind of interest here, and we can use the key card on this door. So down the stairs and out here, out into here. There you go. Jack is doing his job. Look at that. Very nice. So we've been wounded, as indicated here. So we better go and speak to Jack about it.
Fucking waste of unlife, these Sabat vatos. You get winged? Hey, look at them potholes. Those will close up soon enough. Better feed, though. There's someone down the stairs here. It's not the freshest catch, but he'll do.
Okay. What's the difference?
When it
Blood
comes to
is
feeding,
blood.
it's quality blood you're looking for, not the quantity. Bums and lowlife don't pack the same punch that a healthy, well-bred human will. Juice bags with a pedigree. That's the good stuff. But you gotta take what you can get. You ever had a PhD, kid? Ooh, that's good stuff.
If you say so.
Remember what I said, though. Don't kill them. At least not the innocent ones. You're a monster now. Make no mistake. One of the damned and the fallen. You need to hold on to every last shred of humanity you have.
Let's say I get a little overzealous. What happens
An
then?
innocent's an innocent. You kill one, even a worthless bum, even by accident, and it's gonna cost you a piece of your own humanity. Bring you closer to that beast you got welling up inside you. The beast, it's always there, waiting to take over. When it does, it's like a wild animal wearing your skin. Desperate, scared,
It's a good question, Finley,
It'll do
whether it
anything
tastes
to
different.
survive, and it's you that has to deal with the consequences.
The dialogue, though, I think we can all agree is absolutely amazing. So I can't kill anyone. It seems a little restricting.
I said innocent humans. If some asshole levels a 12 gauge your way, you drain him, skin him, and bash in his skull. Self-preservation is a vital part of humanity, after all. My favorite part, in fact. The only way to fight the beast is to keep in touch with your humanity, and don't go hungry. It's a fine line.
Got it.
All right, now go feed. Careful, though. He's gonna drain fast.
I'll be back in a minute. So we go down here, and here he is. And as stated before, we just want the F button to go on, but you notice that his blood disappears a lot faster, and we don't want to. So a thing that everyone has told me is the F9 key is the game save key, so I'll save it here just in case we make any mistakes. This is an important key to learn.
Yeah, you can do worse. There's some rats down the way. You think I'm kidding? You can survive feeding on animals if you can stomach that kind of thing.
Worse than a bum's neck. That scarf tasted like old gym
Well,
socks.
give it a try.
We are Santhel Tremere. I've got to go and eat some rats now. We are starting with a I've got some rats here. Starting with the tutorial. But hi and welcome to the stream. Hopefully that is enough to move us on. We're doing kind of a playthrough for people. We'll post this up to both Twitch and YouTube later.
Just so you know, polite vampire society looks down on that kind of thing. Keep it down. Got someone around the way. Not too much of a threat by himself, but you never know if there's more in shouting range. The building across from us with the garage door. There's some double doors on the far side.
It's fantastic. As I said earlier, we are super excited about Bloodlines 2. So we're doing this playthrough, seeing where we get to while we're waiting for Bloodlines 2. But it holds its own without a doubt. So we want to go down here. But yes, you're not the first person that has seen some of our playthroughs and has reinstalled the game. Was that his head that exploded?
Inside here. Seems the Sabbat, you see, they don't have the most rigorous training program. In fact, that poor sod is lucky if he knows he's a vampire. He's probably just turned and beaten over the head. They like to do that, make shock troops, cannon fodder, put him out of his misery. He is a vampire, so be ready.
I was born ready. Yeah, interesting Sabbat fact is that newly formed Sabbat were called shovelheads because that's how the Sabbat used to make them. Yeah, I don't know whether is another one spawned. Yeah, another one has spawned. Easy, easy, lemon squeezy. But yes, newly born, newly embraced were called shovelheads, because what they used to do is hit them over the head with a shovel, embrace them, and then bury them and let them dig themselves out. Sabbat are not nice.
Down into the basement through the grate in there. Keep that tire iron handy. I'll be there in a minute.
See ya. Down we go. So this is where we get to crouch, and we want to equip. So inventory, and we move to this and use. So we've got this, and supposedly we can creep towards this dude, and when we get that we can just kill them like this. Yeah, you weren't meant to be Sabbat book, so it's an interesting start to a vampire game though that I have considered. The more the merrier. So it is. So I don't know. I'm going to try this without blood buffing, but it might not let me do it. Yeah, so what we need to do here is we've got to move to the blood buff, and this pumps all of our skills, including our dexterity, so that we can pick this lock. There you go, we have successfully picked the lock. So this is where we get to learn to do some of our things. So the Tremere have 3 unique disciplines: blood magic, thaumaturgy, auspics, second sight, and dominate. So left kick. Auspics gives you people's auras, so we've got to use auspics, and we want to see his aura. So we have succeeded in that. Took our time battling with it, but we have done it. So, because we have succeeded in that.
There's no need to go stirring up the hornet's nest till we know the score, though. Head through here. Come to an elevator around the way.
I'll meet you there.
Meet you there. Don't let them catch you.
As I slowly working our way through. Blood strike. Yeah, we've got the videos, Santhil, up on both Twitch and YouTube, so you can catch up with them if you want. You can catch up with the story. I recommend you do. I've missed what I'm supposed to be doing here. One would assume that we have to. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing. Might have been brain wipe. Not so much of a playthrough when I wasn't reading the thing. All right, that is awesome. Cheers, Finley. Well, I've defeated those now. I don't know whether we needed to do that. I think we might be just stuck in this route. Oh no, there we go. That is good. One important thing is to pay attention to what it's asking you to do in the tutorial, because otherwise
Fucking humans. Gangbangers protecting their turf. Oh, man. I'm here thinking it's Sabat moving up in here. It's the fucking locals about to take one for the hood. Yeah, they probably seen too much. Here, take this 38. Fucking pea shooter, but a few shots in it will take down a human. Well, I'm gonna want it back, so don't go die and lose it. I don't use guns much. They're noisy, they're clumsy, practically useless against
welcome to
vampires.
everybody that has just joined us to see that we've picked up a few more viewers. Shout up if you are in the chat. Let us know what you are doing. Let me know if you've played this game.
Watch out for those shotguns,
Or if you're playing it now. We're just running through the tutorial tonight.
Clear out what's left of them. Can't have them running their mouths by the
It's pretty straightforward.
you
You just need to follow the instructions, and like I know what I'm doing. So we have a gun. Now, as far as I'm aware, you can kind of pick up quite a lot of extra ammo from here. And then you need to equip the gun. And then you just need to shoot. There we go. Go back, speak to Jack.
Go on up. I'll meet you.
Okay, guns are... to press the elevator button up. There we go. Guns are relatively noisy, so I'll keep the gun. Why not? Let's do noisy. Alright, so we need to go to ground floor, so we do need to press the button. There we go, so we've come here. And there are a couple of oop, there you go. So we could have perhaps done some things to them, but we didn't. And we've got a gun here. So we have all of these. I believe so. All the indications seem to think that the two will be definitely connected. Have you ever watched LA by Night? Because there's a lot of links to this here, Bloodlines here. There we go, so we've got the 2 experience points there. So this is normal.
You came at an interesting time.
As far as I believe, Bloodlines 2 is set in Seattle.
There's already plenty of kindred had stakes down in California long before them. Now, we got every ancient kindred rivalry playing out all over the city. A lot of tension out there.
Yeah.
A lot of fear. A lot of
yeah, it's unlikely that you can have the things that you've got in Bloodlines 1.
Oh, boy. I think they're looking for you outside. Guess you got a cab to catch. If you make it back, stop in at the last round. It's this bar downtown here. I'll fill you in on the politics. Now that's the stuff that'll kill you. Good luck.
I'll see you there. Yeah, they've confirmed that Damsel is definitely in 2. We saw that. It's looking very, very sweet. So here we are. We have made it out of the tutorial, and more importantly, we have 2 experience points, and we can search this is our haven, as they like to call it at the moment. So we've got a few things. Firstly, there's a watch here that is worth picking up. Money's relatively important, so we've got those items there. We've kindly got some blood. 3 blood bags there. We can turn on the radio if you want. It's well worth listening. You can turn on the TV as well. It's well worth seeing. Then we have a drawer here that we can look into. $100. Thank you very, very much.
Police urge anyone with information relating to this case.
Then there's a note here that we need to read. Password is sunrise. There's a card here, particularly important for us because it's our Tremere region. And then we have our computer. Look at our email. Password required, which is sunrise. Okay, so we have Mercurio will contact you, so that's cool. Next. Next. So we read all our emails at the moment.
But have identified the vessel as the Elizabeth Dane. No word as of yet as to
so that is all the things that we need to do. You can go to here, and this is our character sheet with our experience points to start increasing it. Info is what we're doing, and then quest log. We've got a couple of quests. Mercurio and Regent's Room.
To assist them in their search. We'll have more on this story as it breaks. In other news, an apparent third victim of the Southland slasher has prompted the closing.
There is a door here. We can potentially see if we can pick this.
Say the scene closely mirrors those of slayings in Glendale and Long Beach.
Failed.
Cases, the bodies of the victims were described as torn apart, though details are being withheld from the public.
Look at the newspaper here. It gives us a quest, and there is a door here. You can go in here and have a look around. As far as I remember, I don't think there is anything particular in here. But you look around. And then we go down. This is our mailbox. There's nothing in there at the moment, but we'll be using that as well shortly for missions. And then we go out. We have a look.
Hey, lady. You got some change, lady?
I do, but not for you. Oh dear. So, because no one can see us at the moment, we can kind of have a bit of food. Because we kind of need this, but we don't want to kill them, so we'll do that. And these are sewer grates here. Couldn't show you that, but we'll have a look at it. Hi to everybody in chat again. So this is where we see, this is Mercurio, who we'll discover in a minute. He's not having the best of evenings. We'll go and have a chat to him in a minute. But first of all, we want to wrangle some money. So we're going to speak to this chap.
Yes, is there something I can help you with?
What What are you
Waiting
doing?
for that blasted tow truck I called an hour ago. I'd rather not wait another second in this part of town, this time of night. It's rather a dreadful place, don't you think? I should have listened to my mechanic. By German, he said.
Okay, so we'll use intimidation.
Sure, I guess I could spare a few dollars. Here you are. Good luck getting back on your feet.
And then that gave us $20, but we can press the point.
My watch. It's a quantum limited edition. Only 50 made in the world. Quite irreplaceable. It was an anniversary present for my wife. Yes, well,
let us take it. I've got what I want for now. Okay, so we have done that. We've got those two things there. And then I think it is our first trip to Tripp's pawn shop. So open this and we'll speak to Tripp.
Hey.
Yeah.
How's it going? You looking to buy or sell or?
We'll do some selling first.
Well, let me see what you got.
So what we have is we have a fancy watch, which will get us $60. We have a basic watch, which is 15, and a pill bottle. Now, what is interesting about these is these two books here. So we will buy this and exit, and then we will go to our inventory and we will read this, and then we will try and buy it again.
Coming back. What you need? No, not really. Sorry.
So because we've taken a lot of social skills, we can say you're not very convincing. Come on, cutie. Don't you want to show me your big guns? You are lying to me. I'll kick your ass with or without weapons. Let's be nice for the moment.
You really don't seem the criminal type.
You can trust me, honey.
Oh. Okay. Hey, it's cool. I'm overstocked anyhow. Take a look and feel free to come back anytime.
Okay, thanks. So we see that we now have more stuff. So we can buy this book again. We've still got enough money to buy the gun book as well. So we'll exit, we'll go back to our inventory, and we will read computers, and we'll read this as it increases our stats. So if we look at our stats sheet at the moment, computers has now doubled, so our hacking is 3, and we have increased pistols, firearms by 1. So we can do this, but I think we might well be out of money. I'd like to buy some things, which is 3.
Alright, here's what we got today.
So if we look at this one, this item is beneath your abilities, you'll gain nothing from it. So we can't buy that book again. We can't buy this at the moment, but if we do, we will be able to increase our firearms a little bit more. So let us go on the search now. But importantly, we wanted to increase our computers first of all. You'll see why in a little while. So we're going to F9 it in case we make any mistakes. F9 allows you to do this. I'm also moving the skills down at the bottom to none that will break the Masquerade. This dude will talk to us now. I'm okay. Do I know you?
Oh man, wait! Say that again! Oh man, you're a vampire, aren't you? Hey, I work for a vampire. I don't know how much I should tell you, but... Oh,
this
man,
is Tremere, Michael.
Awesome
Tremere. Hiya.
Inside. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Hell yeah! Oh, man! I
We're doing a proper run through with all the side quests and things to do.
And I saw your teeth, and I was like, damn, it was like I could just sense you. The name's Knox Harrington. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, man. I'm a ghoul. I didn't know about any of this stuff until a couple of months ago, when this guy just appeared and, well, all of a sudden, bam! Whoa, man! Vampires are real and right there in front of my eyes. Blew my goddamn mind. Well, the way it was explained to me, whenever a vampire lets a human drink some of their vampire blood...
We did okay towards the end, but then the end bosses were too strung without the money to get equipment to power up and everything else.
Oh man, I really wish I could tell you, but I don't
yeah,
think I'm supposed to. But it's really cool to
this will be a much easier ride.
Talk to vampires. Oh man, well, other than my master, so I thought I'd just say, you know, what's up? You know. It's awesome! Man, after that first taste of vampire blood, it's like the best drug. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's like... Well, it didn't mess me up. It just made me feel like I was better at everything. I felt like a god just sucking on that nasty dude's wrist. Look, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I'm on a secret mission for my master. Well, hey! It's been great talking to you, man. But I better be going. Oh man, you know, important stuff to do.
Okay, so unfortunately everybody was listening to this,
Hey, baby. Need company?
but we will go through this. This is an important one to do early on because you have the potential chance of eventually ghouling your own, but we have to get past this woman first.
Please, wait your turn and you'll be seen.
Now, one is your best option here now. So I'm here to work on the network upstairs.
Nobody told me to expect any technicians. Fine, whatever. Here's the key for the second floor.
So we get the
Stairs
key.
are down the hall. Tell the guard upstairs you're here to
And we
work on
get
the
to
network.
talk to the guard as well, which is useful.
Lovely evening.
So we move around here. Then room 1 is where we kind of need to go for the moment. Because we have Heather here. This is our chance of getting our own ghoul.
Please, get a doctor. My insides. It hurts so bad. Can someone call my grandma, please?
So we feed our blood. What's important to do is not break the Masquerade. So we gain some humanity as well.
You... Who are you? Oh, what did you do? What did you do to me?
I simply wanted to help.
You did something. I kissed your wrist. I can feel it inside of me. What did you do?
So you don't choose number 2 because it breaks the Masquerade and everything goes wrong. Look, forget about this. Don't say anything. You'll be fine.
You. I feel like I know you. Like you've always been here.
And again, you just leave for the moment. We will meet Heather, as her name is, later on. So, room 3, there is nothing. We'll go back to that in a minute. We look around here, see if there's anything to take. I don't think there is in this room at the moment. Administration, so we go in here. Boom, 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 and we look at this. We have, fortunately, email is what we want first, taken some computers, so we don't know what the password is, but we'll try and hack it, which we can do, and press enter. So one a little help, then next, and next, and then first on. And this has got all the people that are here. The only person of real importance is Saint Martin Night Shift Senior Physician. I don't think there's anything else that we need to know at the moment. But we can come down here, room 4. There is some pills, which we can kind of sell, and there is this here. To make sure you're not being checked upon, but our lockpicking should be big enough from character to succeed. Oh no. So we're going to chance blood buffing, which is going to lower our things, but we are successful, which is what we need. Broken into his office, which means we can pick these morphine bottles, which we're going to need in a minute, and also hack his computer. So let's have a look at email. Again, we need to try and break in, which we've done, and then we can look at email. And this kind of tells us that he is fundamentally having an affair. And then we can also look at patients just as an interesting aside. Need to hack it again. So again, this is kind of interesting, but H. Poe, diagnosed erupted organs. This is the young lady that we have just saved, Heather Poe. The other ones are not really needed at the moment, so we can leave here as well. I don't think there's anything in the drawers, if I remember, or anything in the filing cabinets. So we are done at the moment. But what we can do is save the game. And then we can potentially go and come in here. So we've got this gentleman here.
I'm sorry, miss, but you're going to have to wait outside like everyone else. No exceptions.
So you're Malcolm.
Can't you see I'm with a patient?
I don't care if your wife finds out.
Trying to blackmail me? You don't know who my wife is. She wouldn't believe you. Now get out. Wait now. What do you want?
I think we'll increase it to $150.
I'm in the middle of something. I'll have to drop it off later. Never speak to me about that again. How are his vitals?
So we have blackmailed the doctor, so we've done most things round here that we need to do.
Lovely evening.
One thing I am a little bit concerned of, because we haven't really increased our blood, is the level of our blood at the moment. So we're going to head kind of early doors to this nightclub here called the Asylum. which we should be able to get access to, and there's a couple of people we can technically feed from in there, which is going to increase our blood. We can also do something in the diner in a minute as well. So the first thing we're going to do is go in here and meet one of the great characters of this franchise in a very, very moment. Here we go.
What do we have here? Another scrumptious young plaything
Jeanette.
straight out of life and into my club?
Iconic.
You smell new, little girl, like fabric softener do on freshly mowed AstroTurf. Oh, I'm not frightening you, am I, duckling?
So let us...
I can tell you and I are going to get along just like fire hoses. When we get turned on, there's bound to be flames. I'm the finger down your spine when all the lights are out, and the name on all the men's room walls. When I pout, the whole world tries to make me smile, and everyone always wants to know who is that girl. I am Jeanette, and this bit of chaos crammed in a certifiable giggle is my club. I just love to give you funny feelings all night, sweetheart, but I really must trouble with some business. We'll reunite sweet and soon, I promise.
So that is Jeanette for the moment. Classic character. So we should be able to talk to this lady here and seduce.
Stop.
So we have seduced her now, so we can feed, and it's relatively good blood. Again, we don't want to kill her, but it's going to stop us from frenzying. Should be somebody else we can easily drink from upstairs as well here.
Sheesh, is this place always so dead? Really? And what are you bringing to the party, huh? Got anything I can't get out in Arizona? Everyone at this place is so straight edge. Now you've got me curious. It's a long time until sunrise. Wanna come play with me?
So that has helped us. If your blood levels go too low, you start to frenzy, so it's important that that doesn't happen. So we are all staked back up, and one final thing we can do before we finally go and buy that book and then deal with Mercurio is go in here and do a little bit of a shakedown here as well. That's quite interesting. This dude here is quite interesting, as we will meet him
Something
later.
I can help you with.
But nothing happens at the moment.
I don't see how. Goodbye then.
But it does. But this is the lady we want to speak to. Hey.
You're the health inspector.
Let's us have.
You know, at least the last health inspector had the decency to make it clear when he was asking for a bribe. Here's $50. I get to live the dream for another exciting month. Yay.
So that has allowed us to extort a little bit of dollars from her as well. So we're doing okay at the moment. We'll head back. We'll get the firearms book, and then we will go and see Mercurio. So it doesn't help speed through, but it's all good. We've done things at the moment that will set us up later on in the game, which is quite good.
Thanks for coming back. What you need?
I'd like to buy something.
Here's what we got today.
So we can't buy that anymore beneath your abilities, but we can buy this. So we'll buy that, and then we go to the inventory. We'll go and we'll read that again. Let's increase the stats. Now, just to show you,
what you need.
We won't be able to buy that book again
what we got today.
because that is done and that is done. So we are all done there for the moment, but we have, without spending experience points, increased both our gun and computer skills, which saves us a lot of experience points in the future, which is quite nice. Currently we don't have a huge amount of quests. We have Carnival of Death that we should look into, which we'll go down to in a minute, and Where Are You, Mercurio, which we will also do. Now, we can also have a drink from this dude as well, just to show you. So yeah, maybe not actually. So this is the blood here, and up to this apartment, which is where Mercurio is. And he has had a very bad day.
Those mothers ripped me off. I'm dying here.
So we gained an experience.
Yeah. You looking for the astrolite? I can feel a draft on my fucking insides. They shanked me, the bastards. The blood ain't working no more. My head, it feels cracked. I think my eyes popped.
It tries to, but we get it.
What is this lump? Is this my rib? Oh, holy shit, my rib is poking through my side? Oh, I'm all numb. You gotta look and tell me. Goddamn chemist. Can't trust any operators in LA. I verified him. Organization seem reliable. Guy mixes up speed. His crew sells it. Occasionally does explosives. I set up a drop. I show up at the beach with the money, right? 4 of his guys, they come out of nowhere. Junky pricks hit me with a bat. It feels like I got a friggin' horse kicking it. I never should have gone alone. Amateur move. I should have handled those pricks. Goddamn dirty Cali rat bastards. Those cocksuckers beat me rotten, left me for a stiff. Had to crawl to my car, crawl my ass up here. The vamp blood's the only thing holding me together. But shit, they got the money, they got the astrolite.
Okay.
Those small-time sons of bitches live out in a dump on the beach. 4 or 5 of them. And one's got the explosives is Dennis. Got my money too, that prick.
Laying in a pool in my own blood and you want friggin' directions. Right, alright. Down the street, in the parking garage, stairs down to the beach. On the right. Those better not be some of my last words.
You gotta get it back from him. Maybe reason with him, maybe break in. I don't know. I want to kill him. Do whatever you people do. I blew it, I know. One more thing. About the deal. I mean it. You tell anyone about this, I'm dead. I'm begging you. I got a way of getting people what they need. You don't say anything, I can help you out.
If else to ease the pain.
Something just started leaking. I need something for the pain.
And because we picked up that, we already have them.
Oh, holy Christ, I needed that.
So we completed that quest as well. We gain some humanity, which is nice. We gain an experience point. You're welcome. I'll come back when I have the astrolite. So we did okay there. So Surf's Up, we need to go and do this, and we need to go to that as well, the Carnival of Death. So we're going to save the game again, F9, and we're going to go out and get this sorted. But I think the first thing we're going to pop is pop back to our. I'm going to pop back to our. Hopefully, the good doctor will have left our cache. There you go, so we've got the underfish, we can take that exit. Just want to check what our lockpicking is at the moment. Lockpicking is only 2. So knock that up to, possibly knock that up to 3. Something I want to try here. Can't remember what it is to break into this, but it will tell us what we need. So we need 5.
In other news, an apparent third victim of the Southland slasher has prompted the closing of the Santa Monica Pier, where the body was found earlier tonight. Investigators say the scene closely mirrors those of slayings in Glendale and Long Beach. In both cases, the bodies of the victims were described as torn apart, though details are being withheld from the public at this time.
So let us head down and see what we can do. About 20 minutes left of this stream tonight, as we are chilling our way through. So we need to head to the underground car park here and follow the sign to the beach access here. This way. And here we go.
My time on the force, but that pier, that's the kind of thing that makes you lose your faith in humanity.
I gotta say, it's the second.
So there are some what's called thin bloods down on the beach, and we can have a chat to them, pick up some other sort of quests as well.
Up there, through that chain link gate and up those stairs. Those men you are looking for. Never mind. You wouldn't.
So that's that, but let's go and talk to some of these people first.
It's like I've told you types about 1,000 times. You should try it. You mean you ain't here? We're getting pretty. Dunno. Clan. I just come to. She had a net. She tried to. Clinically, yeah. That's what Lily. I hope you have better luck than I did.
So we've picked up a quest there.
Oh, we'd appreciate it. Seems no one will.
So we need to head out to the diner to chat, but that is okay.
Evening.
I don't.
And then.
Here.
Do you know if the head vampire? Okay, but first I had another question. How about unicorn blood? I'll buy it.
So there is a piece of driftwood down here which we can get, and when we've dealt with this we can chat to him and sell him both the blood and the steak. We get to talk to this lady.
Why is he smiling. The father. You chased it for the one at the top of the city. On the sea. Oh, on the ground. You found it in the crypt. One hand moves the pieces of the game. The winner keeps his hand on the pawn. I don't know. Fortune is not your destiny. Then ask again. The Crimson Ship. Many, everywhere. Those with a lot to say don't open. I see the future. Whether or not you win.
So there's some fun sort of statements there, and if you've played the game before, you'll get all of the references. It's quite clever sort of advanced storytelling. So we need to climb our way up here. Just enough time to do this mission. So we should be able to charm our way through.
I tell you what, I'll let you in. If on your way out you want to work out a little fair trade for future purchases, you come see me. I'm Brian. Damn,
So,
I want to hurt somebody.
the one thing that you need to be aware with this game is you get experience for doing the missions, not for sort of defeating all of the enemies. So there is, for instance, we can pick up the car stereo, but these guys will attack us. There is basically a computer, but there's nothing of any real interest. I'm not entirely sure I can do it, but we'll have a look. See whether my computer is high enough to... yeah, so we can't hack that at the moment. What we can find is here. There is this grate, and there's lots of these things for us to crawl into and find. But this is where his money is. Unfortunately, we don't have to give that back, but we choose to, so that he is our friend. And then we're going to save the game again, because this is where we find what's going on here.
Yeah, that is what I love about this business. Fine women come to my house for my shit. I don't even gotta call them on the phone or nothing. Say there, pretty lady, what can I hook you up with tonight? Ain't that a goddamn coincidence? You know you the second person to ask for that tonight? Considering that's not a very popular item, I've really got to wonder why you thought I might have some.
So we've got...
Sure, okay. I got some stuff that'll do the trick. Astrolite. It's like TNT's bigger, meaner cousin with a prison record. I don't like keeping the stuff around. Too dangerous. So I'll let you have it for a little less than the going rate.
See, we can do anything else with Psycho.
I'd be open to negotiations. Question is, how open are you? Yo, go check the odometer on my car. Now, I'll give you what you want, but I got what you need.
I don't think we need to kill him, because he should, as far as I'm aware. Oops. So we have managed to do that. And technically speaking, we We've got experience points there. We should just be able to walk out now, and no one is going to trouble us. And we have the experience points for that.
Go see the man. I'm about to change my mind.
So that's without all of the conflict. Now we can go and talk to this. Let's save this so we make sure that we can do it. But we should be able to sell the things.
Do you have any of those items you mentioned?
So let us do unicorn blood first.
I'll buy as much as you've got.
So we've got 3 bags.
I think I have enough for the procedure now. Thanks for the blood.
Let us sell the steak.
Yeah, here you go. Now where can I find the head vampire?
So we don't want to give this, so we'll choose the President of the United States.
Like this anymore.
And he's gone. So we managed to pick up, I think it was about $460 there, which is really nice. Yeah, it's if you've got the right skills, it is really nice and easy. Just easy does it. So this is where we need to check out this here to update our quest. There you go, the quest log is updated. And if we check on that, Thin Bloods are doing that, Surf, so we've done that. So we have done that. I think we've really talked to him. So nice and easy. We're going to go and do some things. We need to go back to Mercurio, and we need to go and ask at the diner about Lily. As I say, there will be spoilers here. Trying to take the easiest of paths to achieve things. This is probably the wrong way. I always get confused. Yeah, we need to cut through to the diner. If we check our inventory now, you can see we've got 874 in the wallet already. To go back into the diner, and we need to speak to this woman again.
What'll it be, honey? Is that pale girls? Huh? Thin blood. Oh, that girl. Nice girl. Yeah, she looked so hungry.
So we've got experience again, and we've got a couple of items. So we have a look at the photograph. See that there. If you look in the quest here, this is photo of key and a bail bond. So, for those of you who aren't aware, there's a bail bondsman around the corner. So we'll head to there and we'll pick up another quest as well. So we come down here. Bail bonds, here we go. As easy as that. We speak to this.
Welcome to Kilpatrick 24-hour bail bonds. Yep, sure. I gotta have a few. Well, my. Hell yeah. Of course. You betcha. Yep. Well, I don't. Great, great. I suppose the first place you. Sure, honey. What?
How many boats do you own, Vigo?
Actually, 3. One is in the shop.
I used to do a little yachting myself. What brand of yacht do you have?
To do, I think, S to Z, and then I think it is Toten.
Arrivederci, Vigo. Caller 2, you're on the Deb of Night.
Okay.
Hello, caller.
Excellent. So we've updated our things now. A few things that we can do here. Always best to save the game, because as you move from scene to scene, it doesn't automatically save sometimes. So we are coming up to the end of this part 1 of this game. We are heading back down here. A couple of things to do. We're going to go to the apartments. There's a few things that we can kind of do here. Indeed. So here we have the key card that we've just picked up, which we can go in here. There's all sorts of things. Firstly, there's a money clip. Let's have that. This gives us some clues here. Computer here.
McGee case is getting weirder all the time. I found where he's been hiding and I saw some really creepy stuff down there. There was no sign of McGee. I'm gonna follow up on another lead I got too. I updated the files on the computer. This is Carson signing off. Man, that sounds stupid.
McGee is hiding in the tattoo parlor, so that's okay. And then this tells us where the key is. And then we are done. So here there is a box here, and I don't think we can get into it, but we can try. So lockpicking of 8, which is kind of interesting. It'd be interesting to come back to this at another point to see what exactly is in it. And then don't forget, Mercurio is here, so we can go and tell him about the astrolite, and this will give us some more.
Yeah? Good. Great. Hope it was...
So we're going to give him his money back because he's useful to us
you're a lifesaver.
in the
I might
future.
have to buy... You need to make some... there's a guy. Tongue's laying low. If you want to put that... She ain't a...
So we need to go to Asylum to find her. And then finally tonight, as we are doing it, got another quest. we'll go to the car park and pick up the diary of Lily, which will tell us that she is in the so this is this. So you can pick up the diary. Can't pick up that. An interesting thing is that you can only have one weapon of the same type all the time. So this is giving us the indication that she's headed down to the blood. So Mercurio's told us about this. We need to speak to Therese. Tattoo parlor we need to check. Thin Blood is at the blood bank. So we've done fairly well. What we're going to do is head back to our haven now as the stream is coming to the end for the moment. We've made good progress. It's always important to head back to your haven every so often to double check your email, because occasionally there is new quests there. It's a good place to sort of rest up. So we'll double check our mailbox, but there shouldn't be anything in there at the moment. And up here, and up here.
In both cases, the bodies of the victims were described as
so we'll check our computer. See, there is one unread email. So
actor Ash Rivers is lucky to be alive after his car crashed into the gate at Parasite Studios earlier tonight. Witnesses say that they were shocked when the -0 star emerged
so number 5, a favour.
By his high-speed accident.
So we have been given another quest from LaCroix. We are going to search for some of that. So after our first hour and a half of play, where are we at? Let's have a look at our character sheet. We have a number of quests to do, which is quite nice. Nothing downtown at the moment. Character sheet, we've got 10 experience points. I'm going to save these for the moment because we don't quite need them to be spent on our character sheet. I mean, we can potentially increase our dominate up to 10, which will help us, but we'll see. Humanity is doing well. Our Masquerade breach is doing well. We're all doing well. So it is a very good start. I'm going to save the game again. Say good night to everybody. Thank you very much for viewing. I hope you found it fun and informative. Are you sure? Yes. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Tomorrow night we'll be doing a roleplay sort of workshop, so we'll be doing that. Thursday we've got Magic the Gathering. Friday is our Vampire Choose Your Own Adventure, where you, the community, can take part. And then we've got Cyberpunk on Saturday night, Choose Your Own Adventure. And finally, on Sunday, at the end of the week, we've got the Sunday show. But thank you all for watching, taking part, and being part of our community. Take care, everybody. Till next we meet. Stay safe.